behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Bash TV. Palm Bash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got a great interview coming up just a moment. But before we begin, don't forget about that subscribe button and bell below you there. And you're always going to get the latest interviews wherever available. And leave a comment on the comment section. We'd love to hear from you there. And on the description, it's going to have contact info. And the same contact info will be at the closing credits at the end of the show. So stay tuned for that. In just a moment, we're going to have Lady Zep from Los Angeles, California. They're obviously a Led Zeppelin female tribute. And I know you're really going to love these ladies. And we're going to get to that in just a second because it starts right now. Okay, here we are with the interview. And with us from Los Angeles, California, we have Lady Zep. And they're a Led Zeppelin female tribute. And we're glad to have you guys here today. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem. Why don't you introduce yourselves one at a time for us?
I'm Maria Kirstic. I'm the guitar player and background vocalist.
Okay.
I'm Melissa Jane. I'm the lead singer.
Okay.
I'm Miko Watanabe. I'm the bass player.
Okay. And last but not least, who are you?
I'm Leanne Lagoida. I'm the drummer.
Okay. Well, we're glad to have you guys here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how it all started for you and why did you pick Led Zeppelin? I guess they were the band that really, you looked up to when you were growing up. I mean, tell us the story, though. You can talk one at a time, too, as well.
You want to start with Melissa and
yeah, whoever wants to go first.
Yeah, it's an interesting story where me, Leanne, and Miko were all part of like another Zeppelin project at one time or another, and we all crossed paths. And it basically, this was like a very short-term thing that we just happened to learn a bunch of Zeppelin tunes, but meet each other and kind of fall in love with each other, and we just had like this instant chemistry. And so later we got in touch wanting to do something, like anything. I think you're an amazing musician. I want to do a project with you. Well, I think you're amazing. I want to do a project with you. And so we're kind of like, well, we know 20 Zeppelin songs. Why don't we start with that? We could do that. And I guess just we're all just instantly like, yeah. And now we got to find a guitarist. And so I don't know if you, Leanne or Miko, want to kind of take over from there. But that's the introduction of it.
Okay. What did you, anybody else want to contribute to that then?
Miko, Leanne?
Yeah, so we definitely need a guitar player. So we had played with Nancy Luca, and then we also were playing with Maria. And I knew Maria from working at a music store out in Simi Valley that we both taught at. And we had played together in another project, one of yours, Maria, right? Your
the original
project. Yeah. Dark Like Spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
And we needed a guitar player for some gigs, and Maria was like, yeah. And then what happened? We like played like how many gigs in 1 year?
Oh, nonstop.
We were doing like four or five a week, I think. Like it was nuts. Yeah.
Sometimes 2 a day.
Yeah, we did. We really did. I forget about that. But Maria like was just like, she jumped in and she's like, yeah, I want to do this. And she's very dedicated to the intricacies of the songs, and that was always super awesome. And it was always the motivating force for Lady Zep was always the respect of each other, that we just really loved, that interaction that we got. And the Led Zeppelin music was a beautiful platform for that as well, because their music is so diverse and so jammy, it's all about having that kind of connection as a musician. And so it worked well. Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that each of the musicians have a lot of experience in a lot of different styles made it even better, because Led Zeppelin has so many different influences, you know, everything from like Celtic and blues and even some Middle Eastern and all kinds of things. So all of the different projects that we were in the past and currently as well were helpful in bringing that out, and also it's a nice avenue for us to be able to do all those different styles and not just be like pinned in one kind of a genre. So it
And
kind of
also, yeah, and also I think too is having a group of musicians that are good enough to actually follow the next thing, like, you know, like follow the energy of the audience, and, you know, wing it for arrangements. Like, we've had some pretty spectacular moments, I think, just playing and goofing around and jamming, and, you know, it's been real magic, you know, on stage. It's been really fantastic.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. You know, you mentioned influences a minute ago. What were your personal influences? I mean, did you have any bands outside of Led Zeppelin that you really looked up to?
oh gosh,
I
lots.
like, yeah.
You want to go first, Melissa?
Well, I'll just say real quick, me personally, from the age of 5, I had the cassette tapes of Aretha Franklin and Stevie Wonder. So it was like really random. I was listening to that at 5 years old.
Okay, what about anybody else?
Well, I played a bunch of different music since I was a kid, but I fell in love with Led Zeppelin when I was about like 13, 14 years old, when I got an electric guitar, and the first song I wanted to play was Stairway to Heaven, like everybody else, you know. But I was in a band at the time, and we had a gig coming up in a month, and they said, you have to learn the solo in a month, you have to learn the song. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. And I was just so in love with it that I learned it, and I learned to sing it at the same time, because we were playing like some high school dances and stuff like that. So but that was a big influence for sure.
Okay. Well, how about you two? You got any influences that really influenced you when you were growing up?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I learned how to play the drums by playing Bonham's beats, but beyond that, like in high school, I was in the jazz band. And so I feel like listening to a lot of jazz really influenced me.
Mhm.
And so I got into a lot of jamming and, um, just pop music. I love pop music as well. Just like anything to kind of get into different styles, even world music, different kind of grooves from all over the world. And so I kind of take in a lot, and it comes out in your playing.
You speaking of jazz, what's funny was originally you and I wanted to do the jazz fusion project together, but we couldn't find anyone to play with us. We wanted to do something that was kind of like Jamiroquai kind of
Yeah.
sound, but it just didn't stick. But which was good because we ended up doing this other thing. We're like, oh, let's get Miko and do Zeppelin, and that was part of the
Well,
story
we
too.
have a swing version of Black Dog.
Yeah, that was fun.
But yeah, I mean, for me, I had spent 30 years as a professional musician, touring and playing, you know, all over the world with Grammy Award winning artists. And when I got back home, I was like, what do I want to play? You know, and growing up, I grew up in Orange County, and they had an all Zeppelin all the time radio station, and that was lunchtime in the parking lot, hanging out, listening to Zeppelin every day at school. So, you know, uh, besides that, it was everything prog rock through jazz, through world music. You know, there was no bounds to what I loved to listen to and get into. So it's pretty cool.
Okay, well, yeah, no, those are some great bands, and even she mentioned Stevie Wonder and all that. I mean, you can't go wrong with him. He's a legend in his own right. So, um, Well, I know you don't have streaming stuff, but if you do, you can tell us that. But I know you have an official website, maybe Facebook pages you want people to follow you on and check you out. Go ahead and tell us all where we can find you.
Yeah, you can find us at www.ladyzep.com, and we have everything there, like all the social media. And we've actually done a few big concerts with a lot of video footage. So we will be uploading some videos periodically is the word. So definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you connect with us on Facebook, that's the best way to kind of get the updates on the shows and events that we do. But it's all on that website, ladyzep.com. Yeah.
Okay. Well, everybody do that. I know they would love you for that. And we're getting ready to play this video in just a moment. It looks like it's just kind of a collage of a few of the songs you've done. I'm guessing these are some of the stuff that you like to do the best, or is there another reasoning for these songs? I mean, give us the details on that.
It's the promo, right? Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that video it's basically like a highlight like of some of our best moments, like the funnest moments that we've had. So yeah, and we kind of just keep updating it as we do more fun moments, basically. Yeah.
Okay, I just figured these were probably the best ones you love to do on stage.
Yeah, definitely fun moments. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
With Led Zeppelin, it's like if someone asks which one is your favorite, it's just kind of like whatever we just played, you know,
Yeah.
or whatever we're about to play.
And that's about it. And you'll be seeing that in just a second. But ladies, thank you so much for being on the show today. Come back anytime you want to plug something new for us, and maybe we'll have you back on sometime.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for having
So
us.
much.
Yeah, no problem. And now here's
Yeah, thank you.
yeah, there's the demo, and it starts right now.